Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Zaidharith, and in this video I want to explain how UV light plays vital role on marine ecosystem. This video is a part of ZMT 431 assignment, and before I start, I would like to take opportunity to thank to my lecturer Dr. Ramzon as my guidance and my partner Hazeem who take part as a content creator for this video.
Hello everyone, my name is Ahmad Hazeem Baharudin. With metric number 153493, I am the content creator of this video.
We hear a lot about UV radiation, especially when it comes to sunscreen application to our skin. You know that even though UV light from the sun only accounts for roughly 8% for the entire quantity of electromagnetic radiation that is released by the sun, this relatively tiny amount of radiation plays an important part in the maintenance of our biological system. Radiation with wavelengths between 190 and 400 nanometer is what is often referred as ultraviolet UV radiation. There are three spectral regions can be recognized. The ozone layer in the atmosphere does not significantly absorb UVA light, which has spectral range of 400 to 700 nanometer, and it is comparable to visible light or photosynthetically active radiation (PAR). On the other hand, ultraviolet C radiation cannot make it to the surface of the planet because it is completely absorbed. UVB radiation may only account for 1.5% of the total energy that the sun generates. Yet, it is the radiation that all forms of life are exposed to that is the most effective from a biological perspective. Despite the fact that UVB radiation accounts for a very little proportion of the overall output of the sun, UVB has a direct interaction with DNA, which is the genetic material that is present in all living cells, as well as proteins and a range of other biological elements that have absorbent maxima in the UVB area. UVB also interacts directly with a variety of other biological elements. One of the indirect effects that rising UVB radiation causes, in particular for living things in water, is an acceleration of the rate at which dissolved organic matter is degraded. This is particularly problematic for aquatic organisms. These photochemical reactions results in the production of radicals, which is well established have negative effects on the structure and function of cellular structures and process. To go deeper, let's get to know about phytoplankton. Phytoplankton, sometimes called the grass of the sea. It is a collective name for the tiny plants that float freely in the ocean. They convert carbon dioxide (CO2) into living organic matter via photosynthesis, making them the foundation of the marine food chain on which the survival of zooplankton and the rest of the ecosystem depends. Given their photosynthesis needs, phytoplankton can only be found in the euphotic zone, the uppermost layer of the ocean where sunlight and UVB flux are both abundant. As for indirect impacts on the planktonic food chain, experts have examined the harmful effects of increased UVB on the primary producers on which all other marine ecosystem components rely for their existence. Any decline in ocean productivity or change in community structure due to increased UVB might have far-reaching ecological and economic consequences. Numerous studies have shown that high levels of ultraviolet can have negative effects on photosynthetic activity, growth, and metabolic rates of organisms. For example, fishes can get sunburned due to the damage on the epidermis, which may be exploited by pathogens. UVB may suppress the immune system and enhance the organism's sensitivity to infection, in addition to its critical involvement in the onset of some disease outbreaks. Sunburn is not common for fishes. For specific species such as koi, it is more likely to affect white koi and non-metallic white koi. Sunburn can get progressively worse if not treated. As a cope mechanism, the features may adjust to higher levels of UVB by producing pigments that dramatically lessen their susceptibility to UVB. Besides, fish scales, which are covered in a shiny silver guanine coating, and melanin, which are examples of pigments. On the other hand, corals use special UVB absorbing compounds such as mycosporin-like amino acids or fluorescence pigments that serve as sun protection. That's all from me. Thank you.